Happy Vlogmas!
Good morning, it's Barbara. Today's later than I have been. Dennis brought me coffee in bed. It was so wonderful. Happy second day of Christmas. 2 turtle doves today. And kind of a dreary day. We'll see how it goes. Look what I did yesterday. I took all my yarns. I think I pretty much have the botanical in order. I'm not exactly sure. If it's not exactly order, then starting with the highlighter yellow, going across. I have a few days missing in here because I got tired of this and went away. So here's, I'm not sure, totally not sure. That must go there, I would assume. I might have, if I care, and I'm not sure I do, I might have to go back and look at my videos and see what, you know. Yeah. So these two are not, this is slightly darker. So they're very close, but not as close as some of the other ones. But I was thinking this morning I should think about if I want to go and take these kind of in order and do something with them. It will be lovely. These are beautiful colors. They're, you know, quiet colors, pastels, but they're beautiful colors. Now, I have no idea what, oh, there's my water for my coffee. No idea what order these were supposed to be open. These are my Polka Dot Creek Advent. Aren't they pretty? But I opened them all out of order, and I think I'm going to open one today because I'm looking for something else for my hat. And here is Megan, what Megan sent me. Aren't they gorgeous? I ended up putting this as my next welt because I wanted a palette cleanser, but look at these gorgeous colors. I may dip into some of these gorgeous colors again in my hat. Maybe something like that or something like that. We'll see what I do. But I think I'm going to open a Polka Dot Creek today for the second day of Christmas. Good morning, 2 turtle doves. Maybe I won't sing for you. Merry Christmas. Or Boxing Day? Today is Boxing Day. Happy Boxing Day. Not a holiday that this formal colony celebrates. I don't know if they have Boxing Day in New Zealand. It is my second cup of coffee because Dennis brought me one. Okay, so you saw my yarns all laid out. Yeah, so I wanted a palette cleanser for my next color. So I did one of Megan's beautiful grays. So I can go off whatever direction I want to now. It's hard to decide because I have so many wonderful colors in here already. But anyway, so I'm going to open a Polka Dot Creek yarn for my today. Day 6. I did not open these in any order. Although I do think I might have opened day 8, the first one, which was day 8. I think the first one was day 8. Anyway, I opened that day number Ooh, this is pretty. This is pretty. It's, yeah, I think you're seeing it pretty close. Pretty close. It's muted. It's muted. It's called Glow Sticks. Fun. Very pretty. Very pretty. But I feel like it's, for my hat, a little too close to the one before the gray. You know, it's muted and it's different, but it's in the same school. Oh, it's not that different. It's not showing up quite as muted in the camera. So these are very close, but this looks like it's based in a bright base, and this looks like it's based in more of a tan, you know, but otherwise the colors are very close. I mean, you wouldn't mistake them for the same, but they're definitely in the same family. Definitely in the same family. Yeah. See, they're not the same, but they're related for sure. All right, well, that's very pretty, but it's not going in my hat. So I don't know, part of me wants to put this red in. Is that too close to these here? See, that's my problem. Or do I want to stick with the dark, another row of dark? But see, that's very close to this, because it's from the same batch. What do I do? What do I do? Oh. No, that's too close to there. Oh dear. Maybe it's time for... I don't know. Okay, so I don't know what I'm going to do for the next one. Maybe this. Maybe this. This is the winter green from Polka Dot Creek. Maybe that's, you know, that's a blue green. A lot of blue in there and green. So maybe winter green. And then see where I go. I only have a few more to go. And then I could put the pink with the winter green. Of course, there is pink, so close. Anyway, that's the hat. 7 minutes talking about the hat. So I have one thing. I have to make a phone call today. And I'm going to try to do that first thing and get it over with, because it's not my favorite thing to do. And then I'm thinking about, I could not find a needle. I printed out the pattern for the fingerless gloves that I'm going to make Dennis. Let me go get it and I'll show you. Okay, I still can't send things to my color printer. I have to give them to Dennis. It's basically designed for self-striping yarn, and it's actual fingertips here, finger knot tips, to make fingerless gloves as opposed to fingerless mittens. He's very specific about that. So I printed this off. I do not have, believe it or not, I do not have the needle that it calls for. However, gauge is important in this, you know, to make sure that it fits nicely. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to find, it calls for American 1.5, which is a 2.75 needle. And I do not have a 1.5 but I need a 40-inch cord because I want to do 2 at a time. So, but I'm going to find, she suggests for your gauge to basically knit one of the fingers and see if it fits. And then you'll know whether or not the gloves are going to fit. So I am going to do that, and maybe I will find myself a I used to be a tight knitter, then I was a loose knitter. Now I don't know what I am. A 1 and a 2, and knit a finger, tiny little finger, and try it on Dennis and see, because he's got, I told you, like paws. So I'm gonna do that, and if those don't work, then I'm gonna be going to my local yarn shop and buy myself the right size needles. So we'll see. I got to look around more. And when I went to the printer, I'm such a jerk. When I went to the printer, I found cross-stitch advent calendar pattern that I had sent to the printer, and I forgot to talk about, because this was a gift from Marianne. She was doing this cross-stitch advent, which only had a few stitches every day. And it made little tiny ornaments. And I thought that was so sweet. And I thought, this is something I could do because, tiny. And she sent it to me. And I forgot to thank her on my vlog. And I forgot to pick it up off the printer. And now I'm a little jazzed, to tell you the truth. A little jazzed thinking about stitching, but I'm a little jazzed thinking about stitching anyway, because I want to stitch Christy's new temperature pattern, the dragon's face. It is so amazing, and so I'm excited to do that. And that's also not very many stitches a day. So anyway, I have some idea. I might be doing some cross stitch, a little bit, not a lot. I'm not trying to push it. That was Pearl. But anyway, thank you again, Marianne. Very sweet. And I am, I'm gonna read this and figure out how it works, and maybe make some Christmas ornaments. I do love to give handmade things, but I haven't had mojo, so I haven't been hand making things. So, yeah. So, a few of us had a really fun, serendipitous 5 minutes yesterday. That was so lovely. I often get a butt call from my sister-in-law, Kim. There's something about the way she has her phone set up, and me in favorites or something. But we get regularly a butt call from her. I mean, we got it at 3 o'clock in the morning one time. She apparently fell asleep reading on her phone, and then she rolled over on it and butt called us at 3 o'clock in the morning, which is not, terrifying. So anyway, I'm very used to getting butt calls. So yesterday I was on my phone as per usual, and I got a invitation to a video chat on, I think it was through Messenger. I was a little confused. I'm pretty sure it was through Messenger, because but it might have been Instagram. I'm not sure. I'm in some groups. And it was a call from Leslie from Not Quite Enough Yarn podcast, a video call. I'm like, oh, cool. So I answer it. By the time I get on it, it's Leslie and Genevieve. And before we're done, Verena came on and Carol came on. And apparently Leslie had butt called us. I mean, not really. She had done something and pushed the wrong button or whatever, and hadn't intended to start a group video chat. But we had a little group video chat for like 5 minutes because, people were in the middle of stuff, I guess. It was an accident. So we talked for a few minutes. Anyway, I took a screenshot. So this is us. I said, if I'd have known you were going to butt call me, I would have washed my hair. I still didn't wash it yet. So apparently that was a lie. Anyway, so we had a little 5-minute conversation. Verena had her hat, and she put it on for me so I could see how cute it is. So I'm very excited about the hat. And anyway, so that was fun. I mean, that was really fun. Just all of a sudden in the middle of the day, you're talking to a bunch of people that you really like. How great is that? Yeah, I think this is where I'm going. So that was really fun. And there was something else that happened, and I can't remember what it was, but I was just sitting there saying, oh, what a fun day. This is happening, and so was our call. it was fun. I had to call my dad and let it ring and ring, and then call him back and let it ring and ring, and call him back and let it ring and ring. I've told you this before, they turn their phone off so they can take a nap and not be disturbed. And then they forget to put their phone back on. Well, it's friggin' Christmas. So every time I hear from my cousin, it's not to say, how are you, what's going on? It's to say, I'm trying to get in touch with your parents. Like I'm in charge of them. Well, part of it is a little bit, she's a little worried. So I called him about 4 times, and finally, because the reason I do that is because it comes up on the bottom of their television that somebody is trying to call them, even if their phone's off. So I called several times, hang on as long as I can to make, so that they can see it. And finally, he turned his phone off and answered. And I said, it's Christmas, Daddy. People are trying to get in touch with you. He just laughed. He said, yeah, I think your sister just tried to call me. I said, yeah, and Angela's trying to call you too. So anyway, so I had a nice little conversation with my cousin, text conversation with my cousin. We, did not just stick with, why can't your dad turn his phone on? So that was kind of funny. But I did my knitting last night. Christy recommended Sister Boniface had a Christmas special she said was cute. So I watched that last night, and it was cute. And I did my gray welt. So that was my day yesterday. That was my Christmas. Oh, Kim did come, but, well, kind of messed up because Dennis has been trying to not be in the same room with his mother up until yesterday evening, just to cut down on how much of his breath she breathes. So when Kim came, we sent her up to sit with her mom in the room, thinking that later they would come down and have wine and cheese, and maybe Kim would stay for dinner. So we kind of sent her upstairs, and I felt a little bad because she only stayed about an hour and a half. She was on her way somewhere else. I didn't realize that. So we didn't spend, we talked for a few minutes before she went up, but I didn't spend too much time with her. So, but she did spend time with her mother, and Vicky and Gary both called. So, Ora had all her kids in one way or another, and now the phone's ringing. It was my doctor soliciting me again. And she didn't say who she was calling, me or Dennis, but at least they didn't call at 8 o'clock in the morning. Last time they were trying to solicit, make an appointment, it was 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, no, I'm still mad at that. Anyway, so we didn't spend a lot of time talking to Kim, and that's too bad. But we are going to a wedding on Friday. We weren't sure if we were going to be able to go because of Dennis. We'll see how we are, because we have to keep our masks on constantly the whole time if we go. And if we're sneezing and stuff, that won't work. We don't want to get anybody sick. We don't want to take our masks off. We already told them that we would come. We want to come, we'll come to the wedding, we'll come and chit-chat for a while, but don't buy us dinner. We're not going to stay for dinner. We won't eat because we don't want to take our masks off. Yeah. I guess I told you this already. The bride's mother has COVID. She just got over it. She's out of quarantine, they said. I wonder if they quarantined her for 2 weeks or 5 days. Anyway, and Kim is going to come and stay with her mom while we're gone, so we'll see her on Friday, so that'll be fine. I'm going to lick my fingers, just like my mom used to. Anyway, so that's it for me. Please have a good day. Those of you who don't get Boxing Day off, have a good day back to work if you're working, and have a good day crafting if you're home. Please take good care of yourselves. Please stay safe and stay safe. Editing Barbara here. I hardly do editing Barbara, but it always happens when I sit down that I forget what I wanted to talk about. The other thing is that I'm pretty sure that serendipitous group call was through our group on Facebook, which is the Flame and Fiber Zoomies. And this is a group that Megan runs. And so fiber is spelled the New Zealand way. It's Flame and Fiber, F-I-B-R-E, Zoomies. And it's a wonderful group. And if you're interested in joining, just apply to join and Megan will let you in. So it's not, it's no big deal. And a bunch of us are there. And I'm pretty sure that's how this phone call ended up. And it was like everybody who was on at the time got invited to this call. And it was so much fun. But I'm not guaranteeing you that you're going to get a lot of phone calls or video chat recalls. But anyway, it's a lovely, lovely group. And I forgot to mention it. I meant to mention it after our last Zoom because it was, the Zoom community sort of inspired it, but anybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome. If you watch the vlog and are interested, people show pictures of what they're working on. And anyway, it's a lovely, lovely group. I will put a link to the group down in the down bar today. And so if you're interested, you can go and apply and come and join us. And I knew there was something I wanted to say, but I can never remember. And do I take notes? No, I do not. All right. So anyway, Flame and Fiber Zoomies. It's run by Megan and Sheldon, her tech support, and with assistance from Genevieve and other people. So please, please join us there. It's a lot of fun. Lovely, lovely people. So just wanted to mention that before I finish editing this. Bye. Me again. I also just wanted to say, I don't know if you noticed, but this is vlog number 1300. 1300. Crazy. Thank you for joining me. Some of you have been there from the beginning. Crazy. Welcome to everybody. And I never say welcome to my new subscribers and things like that, but you are all very welcome. Very welcome. And I'm so glad to have this community. 1300. It's crazy.